Welcome to the
This
Rose
might
Skull Podcast, everyone.
Welcome to the Rose Gold Podcast.
Welcome aboard. We hope that you bring along all your hopes and dreams.
All your hopes and dreams.
Because together we will find what we've all been looking for.
One Piece. And Yamato continues to amaze me with how tall she is.
Indeed.
I keep forgetting. I think she's like a regular sized person. She's not.
I mean, diggity dog, this is Kaido's progeny. It makes sense.
Just
like they're basically like Yamato is practically what, Katakuri level in terms of height.
They're about the same.
Yeah.
And then
which makes sense.
It's like in that weird area between like big human and because they're not like Big Mom size.
They're not quite Big Mom size, but they are like almost Whitebeard size.
Yeah, it's like unusually big because she's slightly bigger than Brooke by like 5 inches, I think. Because like Brooke is 8 foot.
Brooke is Brooke is pretty tall, but
yeah, Brooke's big.
I don't think Brooke is like Brooke and Frankie are like big guys, but I don't even think they're quite as tall as someone like Yamato or Katakuri.
Fair.
Like Luffy comes up to their waist. Which is wild to think about.
Indeed. But yeah, I don't know, she's big. But yeah, this is the 29th volume of her cover story. Everybody's dead. She has saved everyone. She has saved the girls. She has saved the carpenter, who I hope is going to make her ship when she's finally leaves or whatever.
We have Brooke is 9'1".
Oh,
he is a big boy.
I gotta look. How big is she? Wait. How big? One Piece Wiki activate. Wait.
Yeah, do I dare go into the One Piece Wiki live on Rose Skull Podcast?
See,
they have the Yusuke Tori gate. Oh no.
Yamato is 8'8".
About as tall as Brooke?
Yeah.
Huh. One Piece be like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
This does not look 8'8" in this picture, but Oda usually kind of messes with size. Like, it's an artistic choice usually to expand depending on how big or large the presence that you want to have is in certain ways, certain situations.
Fair. And I just noticed
the Wanoese women are at least 4 feet. Yeah.
One of them is kissing her hand. I did not notice that. That's cute.
Some Godfather level stuff.
Yes. And the carpenter that was the master to Frankie back in the day has been saved as well. I hope he makes her ship because she's leaving. Ain't no way she's staying. Come on, dog.
I'm still absolutely unbelievably flabbergasted that this guy had nothing to do with Wano. He was not involved in the story whatsoever.
No, he's been around for years, though.
He has the literal floor plans to Onigashima somehow.
Yes.
Did he build it?
I guess so, like inside the skull, I guess.
Like, did he build everything in there? Was that him and his carpentry company? We can assume so. I wanted to know so much about this guy. This guy fascinates me.
Because how he make everything so big, though?
Can we talk about the Katana Kanabo?
Oh, right. That's Yasue's sword.
Is it a Kanabo? Yasue's sword?
Yeah, okay. So she's holding Yasue's sword, but she has her Kanabo on her back.
Yeah.
Taka... I forgot the name. But yeah, that's the Kanabo. And then she's holding... That was the whole point. To get the sword back. Because she's returning the sword to the shrine.
Yeah, I don't think she's using the sword.
No, she's not a swordsman.
Yeah. I'm not sure what is strange about this.
She may keep it, but I doubt it.
Also, very interesting that we can draw all the funny little snowflakes on Tama's little bow here. But
How
when
did
it
he do
comes to
that?
Jinbei's outfit,
Yeah, well, you see, Jinbei. Oh, we're gonna talk about Jinbei.
oh, we're gonna talk
A
about
lot
Jinbei. We are going. It's gonna be one of those episodes, brother.
because something comes up in this chapter, and I was flabbergasted.
In
Like
1044 or 1045. This is a very
both of them.
because 1045 is like everything we've been waiting for.
And it made
Yeah.
me
Oh my
frown.
god. Remember the
What's up?
octopus from the start of Wano that helped the crew get into Wano?
Yeah, he was cool.
And then he owned the spa, right?
Did he own the bathhouse?
I don't remember. But he like showed up throughout all of Wano.
Yeah.
And then we got nothing about him. I forgot about him.
Yeah, I remember because he wore the little bandana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I forgot. Wait, Mash? Is that him?
The real life
What?
Zoro has been dropping by the studio recently to play One Piece the card game. He really enjoys it. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, about that. Yeah.
So
sad
this is
news.
what Oda's been working on. His strategies in Yu-Gi-Oh! But go on.
The showrunner for One Piece live action has stepped down recently.
I heard.
So I don't know what's going to go on with that.
Oof.
'Cause
Well,
he was well gone.
let's hope it doesn't affect the quality of the show.
Yeah. I mean, because season 2 is already shot, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I had no faith that this could continue on as it has been, because as One Piece goes on, things get crazier and crazier,
Yeah.
and the CG budget is going to skyrocket, and you can't cheap out and say, "Oh, this person's just off screen." You can't keep doing that.
I mean, once we get to... I mean, shoot, what is like the earliest moment that things get like really crazy? Like,
Drum.
Drum you can get away with. Drum is like two characters that are really wacky. Between Wapple and Chopper.
And then Dalton.
I mean, Dalton, you don't even really... Theoretically, you could rewrite Drum and have Dalton not be a Zoan and it would be fine. Laboon might be a little bit wacky.
You need Laboon. You actually need Laboon.
Like, built like... Imagine the set you would have to build.
Laboon, you could get away with some trickery.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's like... I think the wacky... Like, Alabaster you could even get away with not a whole lot, right?
Alabaster's fairly easy.
Alabaster's fairly easy. All you have to worry about is the duck. And you can get away with the characters with the weird powers because they are generally still, like, grafted in, like, humanoid physiology. Like, Spike Woman, Sword Man, Mole Woman, Big Bat.
Yeah. Mr. 2.
What on earth are we gonna do with Little Garden?
Oh, Little Garden's cooked.
We have to build a Jurassic Park set?
Mm-hmm.
We have to have a man made of candles? We have to build the giant candle cake?
Yeah, oh, right.
And that's not going to be the whole season.
No. That's what I'm saying.
How many boxes are Dory and Bragi gonna have to stand on top of to display their sense of scale?
The camera's gonna go crazy. And then after Alabaster, Skypia's cooked. You can't do Skypia.
Skypia you can get away with good sets. Good set design you can get away with Skypia.
And like
Cotton is relatively cheap to purchase.
True. I guess I'm trying to think.
G8 is the
No.
Like, once you get to the time skip, it gets, like, everything gets completely out of whack.
Yeah.
I mean, like... Thriller Bark, maybe? might be a little bit too wacky because you have to do a lot of practical makeup for all these zombies and Hogback and Absalom and all this stuff. But you could theoretically get away with that without needing a ton of CGI. Like, I'm thinking about it, like, you don't really need, like, a crazy amount all the way up into, like, Marineford, in which case, dog, it's Marineford. Of course they're gonna go all out.
Right. Ors is crazy to think about.
Yeah, the costume design for Thriller Bark would be an absolute nightmare to get correctly, but if they do it right, it would be awesome.
It would be the most lit thing ever. Now,
you would have to hire the Walking Dead guys.
Yeah. I don't know how they would do Moria.
Big fat suit?
Like even then, how do you present Moria? Because Moria's the goofiest.
Oh, the Cerberus gag would be skipped. Absolutely.
That'll ruin the whole season.
It would ruin everything.
Because no, for real though, you need the Cerberus gag to get to Shamrock.
True. They're not. No, do we honestly believe that One Piece live action is going to make it to Shamrock?
No.
Holy smokes.
No.
Can you imagine the absolute nightmare that would be Egghead in live action?
Because because you couldn't put it on. You could put it on Netflix because York is too much. York alone is too much.
Yeah, they are reanimating all of One Piece while it's still going. But don't worry, guys. Oda said 2025 is definitely when it's over.
Yeah, right. More like 2055. Okay. So.
More like I'll be 2025.
Yeah.
Because it'll run for 2,000 more years.
2,000 more years. So when we get into the chapter, we have this lab, right?
The science lab, yeah.
People were saying this is an old robot. People were saying when the spoilers were out.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see this being the head of an old robot. The eyes are definitely there.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. And then we see Funny Baby and Lilith. Please join the crew, Funny Baby.
we need new Nika.
Because if I have to sit through this entire series with this fat fish, I'm going to lose it.
This man needs a new crew member. Stat.
I love her story ever since Sabaody Archipelago. She's the only one who knows everything. Please, Oda. And we're gonna get to the Jibe thing in a second because it happens in this chapter too. I will get to it.
Well, let's be honest though. If Bonnie's going to be joining the crew,
yeah,
that probably means they're not going to be able to save Kuma.
Which I hope not, because there needs to be consequences. It's kind of sad that she won't have her happy ending, but this is what Kuma would have wanted, and she knows that.
Yeah. Also, would Frankie be this surprised to find an ancient lab here on Elbaf? I guess you wouldn't expect a lot of science,
right? Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
But honestly, it's just like a big building.
Yeah, but like
it's giving me scientific. Like this does give me like Baltimore vibes, which
yeah,
it's this old. You really would only expect something like this to be coming from someone like Vegapunk,
right?
Who is not this old.
So
see, I think this is like where it comes in. Like, why would there be a facility like this in a country of warriors?
Right, yeah.
These guys don't care about science. They don't use guns. They use guns in the I am strong kind of way.
Right, exactly. Also, Lilith is turning around. Not physically, but like I like her a lot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do not want them to revive Vegapunk.
No,
do not give me Stella back, please.
I think I've been thinking about it, actually. I think that would ruin her as a character moving forward. I hope that plan gets kind of ruined
I mean,
because
like her moving forward has already been kind of like a wrench has been thrown in her as an interesting character. That plan,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Just because like Frankenpunk exists.
yeah,
Like if it was literally like just Lilith and just York, and these are two opposing sides to the science
one
that
man.
is Vegapunk, that's an interesting dynamic, an interesting confrontation, an awesome rivalry. If you put all of the other Vegapunks and even Stella gets to live, then there's no rivalry there. No, the status quo has not changed outside York is evil now, and I guess the world government has Mother Flame. That's the only thing that's changed in the status quo, which is a big change, but that's not character status quo. That's like lore. And I
Yeah,
like
and it's
character more than lore, I suppose.
and I appreciate lore a lot, but I also appreciate clean storytelling.
I
And
appreciate lore when it pertains to a character that I like interacting with the lore. We
yeah,
need to
that's
get
fair.
ready for young Sheldon, Vegapunk's clone. Dude, oh my god. Stella Seraphim, baby.
I hope not. Because the way no. To be fair, they said the one that visited O'Hara is the clone.
Yeah.
Even still, there's too much of this one man
Young
around.
Sheldon would be so funny, though.
It would be.
I changed my mind. I want him back.
Oh no. We did kind of get that when Bonnie de-aged him.
True. So we
very
already
funny.
have a character design, you say?
Oh. Oh. I ruined it. Oh. But yeah, they got lost and Frankie found them. That's funny.
It is interesting that the science-minded characters just naturally gravitate to a giant 800-year-old lab.
Yeah.
Or let me rephrase that, 3,000-year-old lab.
3,000 years.
Even the locals don't know. I like this. This is like mystery, man.
Yeah, I like
this
that.
is like this is the kind of like ancient nonsense, void century, like, oh, there's a building here. We don't even know how it got here. Well, what happened there? Why is this here? Who was here before? That's 3,000 years old.
Intrigue.
What happened? What happened 3,000 years ago? Why did it get abandoned? Why does no one know about this? Did anyone, like, this is a country of warriors, so we know why nobody really kept up with it.
Right.
But there's, like, intrigue, questions that you can ask, interesting, like, thoughts about, like, what could happen, man. 1600s Egyptians be like, it's Big Rock, dog.
But here's what's interesting too, as thunder appears. I guess these boats are like spider legs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because they're solid, because it looks like it's walking on them.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not interacting with Elbaf's biggest weakness and causing fire everywhere.
Right. So I wonder how this thing is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Bonnie can just become Nika and punch it, but like,
I don't want Bonnie to become Nika and punch it. I want Nami to fight this thing.
yeah, I want Zeus to eat it.
I want Zeus to eat him.
Oh, that'd be. I want that. Because I made a video about that recently. Like, is this a power up opportunity? I think so, but we'll have to see. Because we find out later that
I need Gear Zeus Tank Man.
Oh, see, oh, my heart. That's good. Gear Zeus Tank Man.
And then it can call back to when Tank Man actually happened, because who was responsible for that transformation?
Nami.
It was Nami, baby.
Nami. Very true. We'll have to see, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm liking Killingham's abilities. I have to say, I
love Killingham. He's awesome.
He's super cool. Also, again, Can we just admit the Toon Force exists, everybody?
Please, I'm begging. I need to be validated.
Because this is getting crazy. Anyway, a Draugr appears. Right. Um, I'm going to skip down to the Jinbei part, and he says,
we don't need to talk about the Draugr. Obviously, there couldn't be a more surreal moment than a giant me, says Brooke. This is all we need for the Draugr. Brooke fighting a giant skeleton is inherently funny.
That's a good joke. It's such a good joke.
Because he is basically dressed the same. It's very funny.
Oh.
All right, where's the Jinbei part? Battlefield. I'm loving Colin too.
Me too. Like, he's turned around on me too. I love them. I love how he's turning out.
This is giving me Skypiea vibes in a kind of way.
Yeah.
From what was it, Conus?
Conus and Isa the little baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Isa.
Yeah.
So this gives me Isa vibes, where Isa's like, I want to be in the war. And they're like, no. And then she goes and does it anyway and does her own part. Sick.
Very cool. Also that he's the son of Scopper Gabon.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool too. So Jarl gets the attention from Nami, and they're talking about the goings on here. Mind you, Jarl is the oldest pirate in the world, right? So Jinbei then says, in this world, strange powers usually come from devil fruits. If it's an unknown element, odds are it's a devil fruit user. So you're saying this to the oldest man in history.
Well, let's be honest. How many devil fruits are in Elbath?
No, that doesn't matter. He's a pirate. He's the original giant warrior pirate.
But Jinbei knows better.
Of course he does.
Luffy better pull out Yrul's sword to fight with. Or Zoro better pull out Yrul's sword to fight with.
That puts it in his mouth.
Oh my god. No, he doesn't pull it out. He just grabs the sword and punches with the giant connected to him.
Yes.
So it's simultaneously the gag from Wano, where he had what is it? Wado Ichimonji? No.
Yeah.
Oh god, what was the sword?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Nidai Katetsu, that one.
Oh.
When Luffy literally had Nidai Katetsu and was just punching dudes while holding the sword, right?
That's
because that's how Luffy fights with a sword, and also call back to Enies Lobby.
Yeah, with Usopp.
With Usopp holding the sword. So Luffy holding a sword, literally impaled in the giant's head.
That's funny.
Big punch. It might not get that wacky,
but it's funny to think about.
You see, Jinbei is just so good at steering the conversation.
And you know what? This is a problem that I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Like with him as a character in the story, like he doesn't know things he should know. Like he doesn't know the Nika stuff at all, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's an expert on all these things that he wouldn't know, and or pointing out the obvious. So you're talking, who are you talking to in this situation?
He's talking to the audience who needs a reminder of what a devil fruit is. 1,144 chapters into the series.
I don't get I don't get how he's supposed to be written. Because why?
He just kind of reacts to the story.
He really, and it's weird. Because it doesn't feel like he's a character. He's just kind of there. Like everyone here knows what a devil fruit is.
They need more. They need more deadpan punchlines with Jinbei. They need a joke to be happening and Jinbei to not get it.
Brother, I think that ship has sailed.
I know.
We had that opportunity 10 years ago.
See, Jinbei is just using the voice of all things to listen to the memories that Yarrow lost when he had the sword impaled in his head.
Oh. I hate this. I hate when he talks. I
hate when he's on screen.
Because nothing comes out of it. And it
This
gets
is
worse.
literally a completely wasted panel. Like, yeah, it's probably a devil fruit. You don't say.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what would be interesting?
What?
What if, now that I've been reminded that a devil fruit is at play,
Yeah.
do you know what would be a really fun way to deal with these giant visions?
Huh?
Salt.
Huh? I wonder if that would work.
Prob-
Well,
Probably. It wasn't
it's
it wasn't like specific to Moria's power, right?
it was
Because I thought it was like you could use salt because salt contains the power of the ocean in some weird way or another.
because like the salt exercised the shadow from the vessel. These things are just like vessels themselves.
True.
Like they're constructs. What's funny though is that Killingham has used his power to make salt.
Yeah, it shouldn't have. Oh, that's true. It shouldn't have
Yeah.
been unique to Moria, but Oda never used it ever again. True.
And then like seawater also works because that happens in Marineford with
I guess
Jinbei.
it makes sense if you would only want to use this with Moria.
Yeah.
Just because it's the spooky arc, and you exercise ghosts with salt.
Exactly. Speaking about the spooky arc, and you can see the contrast in dialogue and why I don't get it. In the very next panel, Brooke astutely says, "Are you sure it's only 2 intruders?"
There's
All this
probably more at this point, which is a much more astute observation than Jinbei
like
had.
how
Why
he's
isn't
on it
Jinbei
immediately.
saying this?
He's on it immediately.
Why isn't Jinbei saying this?
The seasoned pirate who knows everything about the world tells us the most obvious thing. Meanwhile, Brooke is like, yes, considering the situation at hand, we could have more enemies than just 2. Brooke, the strategist.
I mean, he is a very smart, savvy, spy-like character. He is the new Sanji.
Yeah, but I thought Jimmy was a strategist. I thought he knew everything.
Did you know that if you are hungry, you should consider eating? Quotation Jinbei.
Yeah, no, that's true. Very true. To eat is to live, and the crowd goes wild. Oh, that movie's coming soon, by the way, just to let everybody know.
Oh,
we're
making
starting.
Great strides in the movie.
The movie's coming because I'm creating time and being ahead. But anyway, right. So
I love Nami and Usopp hyping themselves up.
yeah.
Does this lead to a funny joke where they go, all right, guys, these guys are nothing but scum. We have to save Elbaf. Good luck, Jinbei. Good luck, boss. Because that's what I want. But it doesn't look like we got that.
No, it just goes into the Giants wanting to handle their own mess. But then they hitch a ride with Colin anyway.
Helping a giant handle their own mess.
Yeah, and the Colin Pirates are born.
Oh, I love this panel. This rocks.
It's so cool.
Oh, this panel rocks. I love how he's got a sword in his hand and on his back.
Very cool. Oh, and Jinbei's rowing. Oh my goodness.
Not steering?
I mean, I guess that's the same as steering.
Yeah. A rowboat, you steer in certain ways, but... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. These characters. I love the God's Knights so much. These characters have so much personality. It's unbelievable.
Gunko has jumped up leaps and bounds from just being Gooner material.
She's a fan of Brooke. Please let it be true.
Which is why she's only wearing panties.
Please let it be true.
Because remember the joke that Brooke asks, "Can I see your panties?" He doesn't have to ask her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, that's the bit. I find that the funniest bit. Because when you think about it, the coat that she's wearing, it's possibly made of her ability. So she's not wearing anything but the panties.
Yeah.
And a hat. So that's the whole gag. The whole gag from Brooke at the start where he asks women, "Can I see your panties?" now comes in the form of Gunko.
Yeah.
That's a that's so good because it's so stupid. But yeah, she's a fan of Brooke, and I find that great. Um, and New World is the song that Brooke sings at the start of the time skip.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when he's at the concert hall in Saboti.
So she's basically it's canon. She's a big
Yeah,
fan of Brooke. Okay.
yeah, she is. It's
I thought people were just making an assumption just because, you know, she's a fan of a musician and um there's a musician in the series.
no, like that's why I went on that whole panty breakdown because like
Okay.
yeah, it's it's that she's a fan of Brooke. She's listening to the opening song that he sings in the time skip
I mean, if she's
with
such a big fan of music though, then why wasn't she showing up in the 70% of all humanity within within Uta's dreamscape and film Red?
because Udo is a big mistake. But it is funny because when she first appeared, we both thought that she was Uta, and
Yeah.
her powers are very Uta-like. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
The fact that she gets headphones is wild to me.
yeah. Because I don't know, you just wouldn't think a person in her standing would be like interested in the entertainment of the world below.
Mm-hmm.
But like, she's just a regular person like everybody else, and that's crazy.
I mean, if Loki can become a God's Knight.
I mean, yeah, because they just induct people. That's true. But then like Loki's royalty, so like I don't. Is that like an asterisk you put on that because he is of higher standing in society? I don't know. Um, cool. Yeah, it's so wild that she can just, huh? I wonder is the hat real?
I mean, the hat's probably real. I know a lot of people have been making connections to like Koala because they kind of have like a similar vibe, hat, goggles,
Bro,
all that stuff.
bro, I made a big old video about that.
I know.
Oh my
So many people are like right there, man.
oh, because you know what's crazy? I saw, I think somebody had made a video about it, and I had just finished recording my video about it. So I said, "Oh, I gotta put this out. Oh, it's hot."
Mm-hmm.
But should I go into that at all, or should we just move forward?
I mean, if you want to. I mean, we still have a lot to talk about. I feel
Yeah,
like
well,
there's
we'll
going to
move
be
forward.
plenty of time to talk about Koala going forward, especially if things end up becoming a little bit more true.
Yeah, fair. So to move forward, we find out that the thorn fruit is crazy because
I love this, dude.
This is interesting.
Is it up here? No, it's down. Okay. Oh
So
my god.
it's like
I love this little thing with Saul trying different things to fix this problem. We're talking problem solving, mysteries.
This is good. It's so good because it's like the barrier fruit a little bit, Bartolomeo's fruit.
Yeah.
Because it interacts with other things. That's, man. Just the fact that this happens and he's trying to figure out how to stop. Bruh. And I'm glad it's not hockey. Because he has hockey. It's not like, oh, I'll just punch the problem with hockey. No, it's not that.
I'll just use so much hockey that it will go away. No, none of that. That is cowardly.
This is a spell affliction that you have to think through. I like it.
Yeah.
Picasso, I like it. Yeah, so he's hog tying one of and trying to pull them back. This is good.
Like this is like all the way back in East Blue how we handled power sets.
Yeah.
Like this was like what we had to do with Buggy. Oh, I can't do this. Well, let me do this. Oh, I need his powers work like this. Now I know how to beat him.
Yes.
Like this is what you need, man. And
Yeah,
like
no,
chapter
exactly.
by chapter, giving a little update on Saul. Okay, I'm gonna try this now. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. Entertaining storytelling, says Molotov in the chat. I hate it. Bring me more hockey and more lore.
Why can't he just use his hockey laser to destroy the thorns?
I need to learn that the Thorn fruit was one of Eames' greatest commanders in the Void Century, and Joy Boy punched it really hard with hockey, and now we know how to defeat it.
And then Joy Boy looked at his hand and says, "Huh, you actually pierced my rubber deity body."
Joy Boy looks at his hand and then looks at the back and sees an X.
And then dawn happens. Dawn.
It scrolls up and it's literally Luffy with an eye patch.
Oh,
the timed loop is complete.
And then I just quit reading the manga.
But yeah, I love this.
This is good.
It's literally one page. That's all they gave it. Okay, it's a couple pages, but
yeah, it is. No, it's a couple pages. Yeah.
Yeah, this is perfect. This. I can't.
It's good.
I can't overstate how much I love this. Like, it feels like things are happening. Things that actually
real.
Yeah, things are happening. Things that are happening sequentially, and things that actually matter to me.
Yes,
because
I matter to the plot.
I care about Saul, and Saul cares about the children. It's so simple, but so
also,
effective.
I love.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. No, go on.
I'm done. Go on.
I love how Fenrir is depicted as well, because the lighter outline around him makes him look ethereal.
Oh yeah, I love this. Yeah,
that's good.
It looks like a crayon drawing.
Yeah. Man, this one section's great.
This chapter is so good.
It really is.
It's amazing. Like, what was it, 2 months ago? I was literally sitting in my chair crying about how I wasted my life.
Oh no!
And look at where we are now!
Elbaf turned it around, baby. Let's go. Out of the egghead soup into the Elbaf stew. Yes. So the boys defeat the Draugr, but I want to focus on this one point because I find it fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of could lead to what the Thundercloud can do later. The Nihogre, I think it's called, the dragon, it shoots a fire lightning out of its mouth, which is just the first time any of these constructs have been shown to have abilities.
It's interesting considering that the cloud is walking on the electricity but not causing fire. If that is what's happening there.
Yeah, so it's like they have abilities now, which is interesting that the dragon is the one that has the ability, considering Killingham himself is a dragon. But I wonder what this means for the Thundercloud. Like, can it like breathe lightning? Can it shoot lightning?
Or it's not lightning, it's just thunder.
Wait. He's just right. He's just called Thunder.
Yeah, he's not called Storm. I mean, thunder implies lightning.
Right.
But what he's afraid of is not lightning, it's thunder. Which is also kind of wacky, considering Elbaf's 2 weaknesses.
Well, like, thunder is the sound.
True.
Lightning is the actual, like, danger.
Exactly.
So,
but that's what he's more afraid of, is the thunder itself. Kaminari means both. That makes sense.
It does.
I am not a Nihongo knower. Dang it!
Oh, I'm exposed as a gaijin. Oh no. Well, GG, fam.
I only look at the pretty pictures. I don't actually read.
Reading is hard.
All right. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, probably they're going to have some lightning stuff then.
Well, maybe his legs will be charged, and then or he charges up his legs, and they'll have lightning effects. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, the ghost is named at this point.
Not for long.
Yeah,
don't do nothing.
Because Ikaku sovereignty. Get out of here.
I love sovereignty. This move is so sweet.
It's so good.
I don't think anything is that like I rag on Wano a lot, right?
Yeah.
Big Mom and Kaido using sovereignty was sick.
It was. So,
And I like how like they put Dory, Bragi, and Gaban on the same ship, dude.
That's so good.
What an awesome introduction to these guys to this scenario.
Oh,
it feels like we are not going to be here for the next 30 chapters.
It's going pretty quickly.
It feels like things are happening.
It's actually moving, because you know what's weird? Egghead felt like this too at the start, and then we just got dropped into the mud.
Yeah.
So I wonder, is this a ruse, or is this going to be a quick arc?
Well, as it stands, we need to learn about some of the Void Century, right?
Right.
We got that big old mural. They're probably going to expand on that a little bit. That's going to take a few chapters.
Yeah, right.
You know for a fact, either during or after, we're going to have to go and see what's happening in the rest of the world. Right. So that's going to take quite a few chapters. But most importantly, Scopper Gaban flashback arc.
Ooh. Yeah,
oh my god.
That's possible. Nah, yeah.
That might be what happens, and that might finally be where we get the Roger story, man.
Because a God Valley flashback is very possible, because
the God's Knights are here.
Yeah, because we have Garling's son right here, or he was here.
Yeah, we've set everything up. We've set everything up. We basically know everything that's happened in Roger's life, right?
Yeah.
Practically. All we need is one flashback arc to tie it together, which Gaban is perfect for that.
Yeah.
And then, as we're setting up through that flashback, who is a very specific part of Roger's story that is definitely showing up in whatever arc is next, probably as the next big villain of the next big arc? Someone who was on Roger's crew? Perhaps someone who didn't go to Elbath. Or not Elbath, but Laugh Tale.
Shanks?
Could it be the start of setting up for Shanks?
Because I'll tell you this, as we move forward, Shanks is looking very strange.
Crocus, my man!
Oh, Lord. Crocus.
But, like, a Scopper Gaban flashback would give the community everything they've ever wanted. Because all we've ever wanted is more Roger. We absolutely pog out whenever Roger is on screen, right?
Yes.
We want to know more about Roger. We want to know more about his journey to Laugh Tale. We already know everything that the journey implies, right? You got to get the poneglyphs. We know that he stole one from Big Mom. We know that he did something big in God Valley. Shoot, we might even get a Rock's look reveal. He's already tied to this arc.
Yeah, he's in 1145.
Now I'm thinking it might be the Loki flashback, which is equally awesome because that's my boy. We'll get to that. But like, we want to know more about Shanks, and learning his literal upbringing is perfect.
Yes.
Fleshing out his dynamic with Buggy a little bit more, perfect. Mm-hmm. Fleshing out his relationship with a certain other person who was at God Valley, and his relationship with the son of that other person that was at God Valley, being Garling.
Right.
So through this flashback, we can give the community what they want. Set up Garling, set up Shamrock, set up Shanks.
Yes.
Everything we need for the next arc is already perfectly there. So we'll see. But
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
No, I'm excited.
I'm very excited. Like, this has got to be probably, it's going to be one of the greatest flashbacks that we've ever had, man.
True.
He's going to have to try to one-up the Kuma flashback, which is going to be crazy.
Oh, I mean, to see the other side of the Kuma flashback is going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, because he was at God Valley. So yeah, man. Also, the anime is back, so we're going to see that animated pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about the anime being back, would you like to move on to 1145?
Speaking of being back, holy smokes. They're watching the anime.
They're watching themselves on the televisions from Persona 4.
Big News Morgans has been busy.
Busy, baby.
They even got the televisions from the Naruto.
Believe it.
I don't believe it. 11:45 p.m. Is that when this airs in Japan?
Yeah, I don't know. But
or
I
is
love
this
how
interesting that they went 11:15 and didn't set it to be 11:45, considering the chapter. But whatever.
And as per tradition, Jinbei is in the background. Very good.
I do like the fit though.
It's better. It's a better fit.
Jinbei in a tank top looks pretty cool. And would you look at that? He's actually indulging. He's got a piece of pizza and he is eating it.
I didn't notice that. He's actually eating something.
It finally happened. Jinbei's a character.
Oh, he can eat. Oh, happy day.
Also, eating Frankie with Burger is awesome.
Frankie with Burger is good.
But eating Bonnie's favorite food, the pizza, dude.
The pizza.
Mario Party, for real.
Oh, well, at least that has happened. But we have to put him in the back because he's too large to be in the front.
Of course.
But we do get a continuation of the cover story. We are at number 30.
And it feels like nothing still has happened.
Oh, nothing has happened.
It's like Wano never left.
The Wano continues.
30 chapters with nothing at all going on, boys.
Ulti and Page One are here performing for you.
If you know the words, you can join in too.
Yamato looks like she's getting ready to leave, so I guess this is when the scabbards will form. And then I hope, in my hopest of hopes, that Yamato performs the Odin face when Ulti and Page One ask if they can be her disciples. Remember that face Odin makes? Wait. No, that's okay. All
right, I had to leave for a moment. Oof.
Oh, that's fine.
Face Oda made when? What exactly?
When Denjiro and Kinemon asked to be his disciples, he made that disgusted face. I hope Yamato makes the same face when Ulti and Page One ask her to join her band or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like,
ew!
I hate both of you.
That would be funny.
I do not recall the face Oda. No, not Oda. Odin. My bad.
Yeah. Literally Odin for real. Page One is fine. Cool.
Page One is fine.
He's a tough cookie. He'll be all right.
He will be A-okay. Where is Who's Who? And why isn't Yamato sitting on him like Odin sat on
the Boar King?
no, the fat guy. Oh, what's his name?
Ashura
Ashura
Doji. Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because he has to come too. Please make the theory true. I
Yeah.
beg of you.
Molotov in the comments. Yamato could be gathering retainers for her position as daimyo. That is what I have been saying this whole time.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
if you
going to be
wanna-
the thing. If they want to be Odin, exactly, they're going to gather their retainers and then immediately leave Wano as their strongest guardian.
And then we have someone to build her ship. We have someone. I just released a video about that today, because I promised everybody. There's a video about who's going to join Yamato and how they parallel with Odin's scabbards.
Yeah.
That's out now. But yeah.
Subscribe to Polypede Works.
Yeah. And I apologize for self-advertising so much, but I'm super excited.
My brother, why do you think we're here?
Oh, that's right. But yes. So we are in agreement that she's going to build up her scabbards. I think
absolutely. Like these are like characters from Wano being the scabbards. This is a cool idea, and I like that.
The only thing before we move on, the only thing I would say, I think because he got no play, the only person who's not going to be from the Toby Rebel who's going to join is Jack.
I mean, Jack being the Ashura Doji makes sense.
Because he got nothing.
He got nothing.
Wait,
no, Jack is a fishman.
Yeah, he is a fishman.
We didn't have fishmen, we had minks. No, we had Kawamatsu.
Yeah, Kawamatsu.
Yeah.
Kawamatsu, yeah. And there are two fishmen actually, because it's him and it's Sasaki.
We could have Jack doing Kawamatsu's famous laugh, but instead of saying "cat pat pa," he says "Jack cat cat."
Yes.
I don't know.
And
then Yamato's son and daughter will be attacked by the next Kaido, and it will be Jack's job to save them.
Yes.
Oh wait, Molotov's cooking in the comments.
Uh-oh.
Always a terrible sentence to come out of my mouth. A big wait! Jack could do stuff with the underwater city. He was the one that discovered Pluton down there, right?
He discovered Pluton, but he can't swim anymore.
Yeah. So, Luffy's going to destroy the Fishman Island. Wano has an underwater city. Do you think that Fishman Island is going to immigrate to Wano?
I mean, probably. I mean, that's an idea. I'm not going to shoot it down, but yeah.
I mean, they have the boat. They just have to fix it. That would be a crazy undertaking, but, like, it's a lot easier to sail the seas nowadays, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see that, like, as, like, a thing to mention at the end of the series.
Yeah. Okay.
But, I mean, it could happen, but I think one of the major things about Fishman Island is that they want to live under the sky.
Right, yeah.
They want to live under the blue sky, which immigrating to another underwater city would kind of be counter to that.
Molotov just wants to keep the fish down in the water where they belong.
In the pond!
In the pond with you, dirty fish. But,
chapter proper.
There we go. Look in the comments. Oh, no. But chapter proper, I have
Homie Shield! You have been right for so many months!
I have been waiting a year. I've waited for years. Oh my god. Oh, I popped off. I did. I was so happy. Also,
going to the Arlong Park forums. I was right!
Look at all you dummies. You didn't believe in me. I believed in me. Look at all of you.
You doubted me. You all doubted me.
I love this so much. I put the link to the short I made about this in the video covering this chapter.
I love that we're getting this combo attack again.
Brother, since Davy backfight, we have not seen this. I thought it was in Thora Bark. It's not.
It's wild that they think that this is the situation where they need to put their differences aside.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Guys, look out, a dinosaur! Yeah! You are now my best friend! Yeah! Like, what?
Power shoot.
The last time they had to use this move? Oh, I don't know. Did they do this in Wano? Or not Wano?
No. This only appears in Davy Backfight.
Really?
Yes, I looked it up.
They didn't do this again. They didn't do this against the... Oh yeah, I guess he wasn't in Dressrosa. I was thinking about Big Mountain Man guy, Pika.
No, that was Zoro and Orlumbus.
Oh, okay.
So similar thing, but different people.
Look out, it's Kaido. Dinosaur and dragon use the same kanji. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then
like,
the giant...
their conversation in Wano must have really meant something.
Yeah.
Because last time they did this, they were both literally on the verge of death and enslavement.
Well, they've had a lot of those moments.
True.
And then it's kind of fitting too because they did this in the Groggy Ring. This is a Groggysaurus.
Very cool.
They fought a giant character in Big Pan. This is a giant dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Groggysaurus originated in Strong World concept art.
Like, this is a Mondo cool panel, and this is an awesome attack. And yes. I like seeing the Strong Hats use team attacks.
Me too.
But out of all the Straw Hats using team attacks, these are the two that I want to see it happen with the least.
Really?
Because it's like baked into their characters that they hate each other. So it needs to be like an enormous moment for them to put their differences aside.
That's fair.
Right? Like, I would like to see, like, Usopp and Nami, or Chopper and literally anyone. I would rather see Jinbei throwing Zoro.
Oh, well, that happens.
Yeah.
And, an Egghead against Skeleton Horse, man.
Mm-hmm. Like, I like seeing that kind of stuff. Like, Zoro being fastball special is awesome. But there needs to be, like, significance in the story for it to be Sanji, I guess.
Yeah.
Just because of how their relationship really is.
You know what? This is a dumb take. I would like it if Frankie shot out a missile and Zoro was riding that missile.
Move fast, baby, don't be slow. That'd be sick.
Oh my god.
Let it happen. I don't care. Him riding along the strong right.
Yeah. Yo! Oh, that's hot. Oh, DMC is a good game. Anyway, yeah, so I like the resulting conversation after we find out that, like, Big Mom is just contagious, apparently.
In terms of...
like, when she's fighting
talking about
people,
Zeus?
Yeah. And how Nash was an accident.
That does make sense.
Goldberg was just... Goldberg's dad, Papa Goldberg,
mm-hmm.
was fighting Big Mom, and she just turned...
Goldberg's dad, The Undertaker.
The Undertaker. The Undertaker.
Anyway.
Why did that get me? Oh my God.
But anyway, they clashed with Big Mom. And...
yeah. The shield became a homie.
If you're fighting Big Mom, it does make sense. She does use her homie powers kind of willy-nilly.
Yeah. So that must be a good shield, because if defend against, like, her attack, she could be like, that shield will be better at my hand, but it just didn't obey her or whatever. When she turned into a homie.
Yeah, like, they typically have to obey Big Mom, so who knows?
And the fact that it can grow and become thicker is interesting.
I love it can grow, be thicker. I love its face. It has a face. And it experiences emotions. That's cool for a shield. Especially considering, like Viking mythology stolen from the Greeks.
Yeah.
They talk about like faces with shields that will be like emitting an aura of intimidation.
I didn't know that. Good call, Zakk. That's good.
Yeah, there's like that's where the Aegis comes from Greek mythology.
Oh.
And then the Vikings kind of stole that. They painted faces on their shields, I believe. The
That's
Vikings
cool.
did have hockey. That is true.
And then, yeah, that makes sense because all the homies have Greek mythology names, so that works out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, and then the Giants are Vikings. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, because then technically the Vikings stole the Greek ability that is Big Mom, I guess you could say. Huh. No, that works. I like that, Zakk. And I keep forgetting that Zeus is 60 years old.
Dude, I love how Zeus is just like a rock star. You know Zeus?
You know Zeus?
Famous Greek mythological character, Napoleon Bonaparte.
True.
My man.
My man.
Let's be perfectly honest. If Napoleon existed in Roman days, he would have become some sort of deity that the Greeks and then the Romans would have stolen.
Yes. But yeah, Big Mom has had Zeus for 60 years because she created him and Prometheus like when she was 8.
Yeah, right when she got her powers. Yeah, they were the first two.
That means Napoleon.
It's always hard to remember that Zeus is 60 years old because he wears a big dumb 50s cap.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love his design. He's so funny.
I love how Zeus has more lore than Jinbei. And is technically a more experienced sailor than Jinbei.
True.
That's crazy.
God's knights, they came here. It's time. My son, my king, my knees, they're kneeling on their own.
The way that Loki is written.
He's so good. He's the best. He's the best. He's
it's
my
the best
son.
character.
He's my boy. That's my boy. I love him so much. It's unbelievable.
This is why I have no patience for the Jinbei stuff, because this man just appeared and he's already the best.
This man has had 4 scenes.
4. 4. And he's already eating a big meat.
He had me at 1.
Yes. It's too good. Also, I like one last thing. This is a small tidbit. Goldberg is the chef of the new Giant Warrior Pirates, so I find it very funny that
he's talking with Sanji.
Yes,
and he's
giving advice on how to cook it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he's talking to Sanji about where they can get their supplies and stuff for actually cooking. Would you look at that? Character.
The Straw Hat Grand Fleet never falters.
This is what we were missing last arc.
Never falters, never fails. Oh my god. And that's why Loki's going to join the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. It's going to be even better.
Yeah, between him and Hajuden.
Oh, I can't wait for their own Ikaku sovereignty. Oh.
I need Hajrudin to get big. I don't know how. I need him to get as big as his brother.
I wish he ate the flame fruit and not that chimney sweep.
Yeah.
Cause bruh.
That would be so good if they both had devil fruits that made them like Nika.
Brother. I hope he needs something.
I mean, he already has the strongest feat of strength in the entire franchise. He already punched 10 million tons into the stratosphere or whatever.
I mean, it's cool when you put it that way, but I mean, that 10 million pounds just is like a little fat guy.
Yeah. But it was cool when it happened.
Yeah, it was. I hate Mach Vice.
Mach Vice absolutely sucks.
He's so gross.
I mean, that is just one of the many downfalls of Dressrosa. The villains of Dressrosa are pretty terrible outside of like Doflamingo and Sugar. Even Sugar doesn't really extend much past her powers.
Because if you don't have a good sense of humor, you're gonna have a bad time.
Like, diggity dog, Diamante should be considered one of the most vile creatures in all of One Piece, and no one cares about him.
I was watching the dub last Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and they're in Dressrosa right now, and I'm listening to this man talk, and I'm like, how is he not decapitated already? What are we doing? Yes, I shot your mother.
The poison killed your father. I murdered him. He's so evil.
And I'm like, yeah, I know why Doflamingo's messed up, because he was raised by you. Because goodness. And Treble's crazy.
Yeah.
Because he just goes, Dofi. I'm like, this is awful. But
like, the Doflamingo family kind of sucks. Like, obviously they're Senior Pig, but we don't care about him as a villain.
No.
We care about him as a man. As an obstacle for Frankie to overcome.
And it's criminal to put that much weight on one man's back.
Pika sucks.
He sucks bad.
Let's be honest, Pika sucks.
He's so bad.
He's an auditory joke in a written manga. The joke is that he's big and has a high-pitched voice. Why would you write that?
And in terms of power set, it's so weird. Because you didn't introduce two other people with better movesets that almost do the same thing, but they have a broader stroke. Because Senior Pink is better than Pika. The only difference is that Pika causes more destruction. Then on the flip,
Senior Pink's powers are not better. Not by a long shot, but Senior Pink's character is leaps and bounds better, so we care more about him.
No, Gladius. It's the same thing.
Okay, so Toriyama had Sour Man, whose jokes were that plums are sour. But you can, like, draw that.
Yeah, no.
You can't draw a high-pitched voice.
And I'm like,
It's a character who was made for the anime. Which didn't work in the manga.
And I guess in terms of his presence, he's meant to be like an obstacle, like how his powers work, but at the same time, like, it's weird.
We needed to have a reason why Zoro wasn't fighting Doflamingo and killing him instantly.
Yeah. But it's weird that you have so many people on the same team who almost do the same thing. Because we have a guy who manipulates matter, guy who manipulates matter, guy who swims through matter, guy who explodes matter. So it's like the same power almost in that way. I know there is specificity and there is like difference, but it's kind of weird that they're all like in the same group. Because if you compare them to like the Broworks group, you didn't have that.
Like, and then meanwhile we get Elbath, where everyone is immediately lovable.
Yeah.
And everyone rocks. The villains rule.
And then look at them. They're all different. Arrow Cloth Woman, Thorn Barrier Man, and then actual possible deity dragon who can material.
And it just works because they have a plan that utilizes all of their powers perfectly because Shamrock is a good leader.
Yes. Also, Shamrock.
He's got a cool sword. We do not know what Loki's fruit is yet.
No, we don't.
It would be very funny if he didn't have a fruit. And the Sea Stone chains were just for nothing.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? That's silly. I like that. That is silly though. That's good.
Yeah, why do you think I have this thing against Shanks? He stole my fruit and he replaced it with a dummy. I've had to pretend to be this evil criminal because I didn't want my dad's name dragged through the mud.
Why is that good? Don't make me like it.
I love him. Everything that Loki touches is instantly good.
He's so good. Also, we find out that he was just wearing a steel straw hat.
Immaculate.
Like, for real, for real. Oh, that was in the last chapter. Anyway, no. No,
Mhm.
let's get to the soup joke. Luffy spills
I
hot
love it.
soup
I
on him,
love
and
it. I love him. I love him. I
I
love him. I
cracked
love
up.
him. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him.
I busted a gut. This is the best.
This is a character. This is real.
Actual character. Actual interaction.
It's so hot. Ah!
Gerd loves his suffering. Gerd on the side continues to go up in stonks.
Everything about this is so pure and perfect. Like, literally Loki yelling, "Get this maniac away from me!" He's a character.
Perfect.
He's real.
I didn't see this. Goldberg got the whole kitchen set up. Like under the panel where
Yeah.
Gerd's giving the thumb. I didn't know that. It got the whole kitchen. Wow. Stonks go up.
This just... Oh my god. I love this interaction. It's so funny.
It's so good.
Luffy trying his best to help, but he's just he's just a destructive, maniacal crackhead.
It's so good.
He's awesome.
Dennis the Menace.
This is what happens when Sanji is not here to rein him in. Because he's too busy arguing with Zoro.
Oh. It's so good.
Let me rephrase that. This is what happens when Nami is not there to rein him in.
True.
This is what happens when you get pure, unadulterated Luffy trying his best to help. Oh, this is awesome. I love Loki so much.
But then the Loki stocks go up even more because
somehow
he had a similar interaction to Luffy back in the day, because he too sat with an important pirate and wanted to join his crew as a child. But
yeah, Loki also has god tier observation hockey. It's crazy.
Yes, he does. And he tells Luffy, "You're going to regret that you looked up the pirates, even though you were just a kid at the time."
Mm-hmm.
And we get the flashback.
Oh my god.
He might be the
best character in the series.
He might be.
I love him so much.
Like no cap. Yeah.
This is so unbelievably good. Challenged Rocks to a fight.
Rocks stabbed a child.
Yeah. It's Rocks.
So this does prove too that he's not a gag character and he can fight someone.
Oh no, he's absolutely a gag character.
Oh.
We are going to build him up to be the most evil, vile creature to ever exist. To the point where even him freeing slaves is considered a bad thing. And Garp had to stop him. And then we're going to reveal his look. And he's going to look stupid.
Big clown nose, the biggest. When you may have to call and check on me. When the clown nose happens, I might faint from the hype. He might be the best character in the series.
I was born in the wrong era. Oh my god. He
says the Roger line.
He is simultaneously Luffy and Roger and Rayleigh. And like, this is just like, this feels like Luffy.
It does. That's what I'm saying. Like the steel straw
Actually, you know
hat.
what? Rephrase that.
What?
This is the last generation's ace.
Ooh.
Royalty, destined for greatness, got a fruit that makes him like a sun deity.
Yeah.
Wants to join a Yonko crew.
If Luffy was Ace and had all of...
This is the generational Sabo. Nah.
There is no Sabo here, thank God.
Not yet. Not yet. As we know, Sabo has to be introduced 4 arcs later. as the third hidden twin that we never knew about.
Because it's interesting, like with Haruden and Loki, it's like if Luffy and Ace swap places because Haruden did go after the flame fruit, but he did not succeed. And like he is like the I guess the unwashed son, the one that doesn't get all the accolades, even though he is his blood brother. He isn't looked at the same.
Yeah.
And he is the older brother, but he isn't looked at the same. And then Loki is out here actually putting in his resume to join this pirate crew like Luffy was. But yeah, he doesn't get a soft, I guess, denial, but he gets beaten to death by a grown man. That's fascinating.
I just love him. This is my boy. This is like
he's a rubber man.
Like, we've had like what, 4 chapters with him?
Yeah.
And he's like a deep, interesting character that we can talk about.
He's not just, I am the Joker, I laugh at everything.
No, everyone like expected him to be the Joker, baby.
Yeah.
If like I keep saying it, if Loki has the real gum fruit.
That I'm on it. I'm so on it.
Like, I used to say Damalo Black needed that, but
no, yeah.
This is it, brother. This is what needs to happen.
This needs to be Katakuri Part 2.
And I said it.
Yeah, you did.
Only he can wield the hammer. Because he's made of rubber. How did that happen?
Yo ho ho, he did eat a bite of gum. And it will make sense if it's called something different, but it's the actual gum fruit. Because like the idea of the gum fruit is as just a rubber fruit is stupid enough to actually exist.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't there be a useless paramecia fruit?
That you can make awesome.
Right. Because there's a mochi fruit.
Like, to be perfectly honest, why would Loki not be able to use Gear 2 if he has that gum fruit?
Right, he could do like it's the Bonnie thing again. Like anything Luffy can do, he can do.
Molotov in the chat dropping excellent wisdom once again. The gum tree only fruits once a century, so Loki is old enough to have eaten it before Luffy. Very true.
That's funny. Going back to
literally chapter 1.
Going back to before chapter 1.
What?
Romance Dawn.
Yeah. Did he have like a special name for that? Was it just Romance Dawn, or?
I think it's
back when he
was
Romance. Yeah, back when he was talking about like the Peacemans and whatever.
And then Garp was a pirate or something, and that's what Luffy got the straw hat from. But yeah. It's interesting stuff. That's why I believe in this. That's why I made 20 videos about Loki being a resin man. And we opened with resin at the start of the arc because of what's his name? Rhodes Legos.
Yeah.
They're made of synthetic resin. That's plastic. So yeah, he could be a plastic man.
He could literally be Plastic Man, which is why he has toon powers.
Yes. Oh, and he's wearing. Wait, his eyes obscure like Plastic Man. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
is that why we like him so much? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
The only good character DC has ever made. Oh, because I'm crapping on DC Comics. They ruin everything.
ABS is not resin. It's traditional thermoplastic. Well, we use the other type.
Molotov your band. No, I'm playing. But
Oda didn't do enough he did not do enough research into plastics. He needs to start 3D printing pictures of Luffy.
Meanwhile, can I just say I love how they just run over these like dream entities with their ship?
They are absolutely just cooking out here.
I love this.
Which is fine, because this was just the vanguard of the game that they're playing. We haven't even gotten to the big fighting parts yet.
No.
Once they actually get to the God's Knights and Saul saves the kids, once they actually have to stop with their tea time and start actually doing work, I mean, this ship is destroyed, first and foremost. They're ending a chapter with Dory, Bragi, and Scopper being killed right in front of our eyes.
No, because here's the thing. We have inheritors for all their wills right now.
Mm-hmm.
Gabon has a son. Bragi and Dory have
Usopp.
Luffy. No, well, right, Usopp. I was about to say Luffy. I was about to say, no, Loki and Haruden.
Yeah.
Because they are the new giant warrior pirates. Because Loki's joining his brother. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way.
I need it.
But Haruden needs a power up. He needs to kill someone in this arc and take their fruit or something. Because
he needs Quillingam's fruit or something.
Yeah, he needs to dream himself big.
Oh man.
And then we have big Ikaku sovereignty.
Yeah, like Molotov has it right. They're not actually going to die because Oda doesn't kill characters. But we're going to end a chapter with the boat being destroyed in flames, in many pieces. We're going to see the scattered ashes of their recent bodies scattering to the wind as Scopper's glasses hit the ground shattered. And then the next chapter, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Covered in bandages.
Yeah. It's a good thing Chopper was here.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And Gerd's here as well, so triple the bandages.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's a mummy. But yeah, like Gunko.
But
yeah.
Once again, back to the Saul arc. Things are happening. He's out here fighting a giant wolf, trying to protect the children. He's doing more things to try to stop them from moving. He can't. They're going into the fire. What's going to happen? We need to get rid of this fire. We need to stop Loki's nonsense now.
Yeah.
We need a hero. We're holding out for a hero. And it's our boy.
Jinbei.
He's doing a thing.
The same thing that he did in at the end of Impel Down. Fantastic. The same exact thing. We have not changed.
Well, let's be honest. Let's be perfectly honest. He didn't need Raizo or Zunisha's help this time. Which means he is so much more powerful than he was an Egghead. That box stacking arc was secretly a powerful training arc for Jinbei.
No, because he did this at the end of Impel Down.
That's true.
the exact same thing. That's why I'm like, you know what's crazy to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're starting the rant.
It's happening.
He introduces Fishman Jujitsu, not karate jujitsu, right?
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He introduces that to the series. Everybody else who uses jujitsu is more interesting than him. Hody's out here making water sharks. Why? Hody's supposed to be worse, right? Why is his use of it more interesting? And then Oda lies to us by putting him up against who's who, right?
Mm-hmm.
To try to make the argument that Fishman Karate is cooler than the Six Powers.
The Rokushiki. Yeah, Rokushiki is the coolest thing ever. And I am still terrifically mad at Oda for not fleshing those out.
Who's who shot teeth out of his face? He shot a teeth laser and called it Fang Gun.
It was cool.
That was the best thing in the world. Oh, I think about that at least twice a day. That's hype. And no, who's not a racist. He was trash talking his opponent. But whatever. Anyway,
I mean, he was trash talking his opponent in a racist way.
I suppose.
He's going to be a racist until Yamato recruits him, and then he'll be fine.
He'll be a good boy, because then he'll realize that
he's allowed to be a racist as long as he's a bad guy.
And then we can have our cat and our dog.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Because they're a cat and a dog. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jinbei saves the children. And then we go on for the rest of the chapter praising Jinbei until Gunko shows up.
I'm going to be honest. I like this.
It's good.
This is 100% more stuff that Jinbei was doing than an Egghead.
Yeah, and it's nice that he can manipulate Sea Cloud. So that's a new spin to this, even though we kind of knew that would probably happen because it works the same way. We find out in Skypiea.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, if this was something like Skypiea, like that arc, we probably would have had a couple chapters of Jinbei Maybe stating, I've never tried to manipulate sea clouds before. I guess I'll have to give it a shot. See him try it once and fail, try it a second time and fail. Get to the moment where the kids are about to die and then he gets it just right. And it's a big moment for him, right?
Yeah.
We don't have time for that. Jinbei just wins.
Yeah, which is the story of his character.
Also, it's wild that he could swim in the sea clouds.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Usopp couldn't.
But that's Usopp.
True.
This
Fishman
is
karate makes it easier for you to swim in clouds.
Yeah, Fishman karate helps you steer. It helps you manipulate cloud water. It does your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
It plans your meal prep for the week. Yeah, does everything. I hate this character so much. Trained firefighters who are trained again to protect against this type of situation because they live in a big tree.
Yeah,
could not
but
do it.
they've been hampered. They got their ship destroyed. The first
Yeah.
responders didn't get there in time. I mean, I think this is fine. It makes sense that our exceptional characters can do exceptional things, right?
That's fair.
That's what makes them a
no.
Yonko crew, because they can be better firefighters than even trained guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'll call it when I see it. I like seeing Jinbei do cool stuff.
No, I agree. I agree. I agree.
I just wish it would happen more often, because, like, do you think anything else is going to come out of this character for the rest of the arc?
Oh, God, no.
That's the question. That's the problem.
Nothing. Because this is what happens. I mean, Egghead, we got -1, but
he was very helpful in stacking those boxes. I mean, he's the one reason that Vegapunk got out of there alive.
Yeah, right?
That was their whole mission. That was the only reason they were doing anything there, was to get Vegapunk out alive. And Jinbei made sure to do it off screen. Thank God, boss.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Frankie is saving Luffy from the devil.
Is he the devil?
No, he's saying Luffy.
I know.
Luffy from Saturn. Yeah.
Let me see here. Gunko's here. Oh yeah, back in Egghead. Right.
Yes.
I forgot. But anyway,
that's cool.
Big splash. The children are okay.
Yes. The day is saved thanks to the fish guy.
And it's not even like he put out the entire fire. It's still kind of raging a little bit, I think.
It's extinguished. It's just like the smoke.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Steam and smoke.
It's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he did a good job.
He did a good job. He saved the kids. Perfect. This is what I want to see out of Jinbei. Put him in a scenario where his unique set of abilities can help. And then let him help. And then let people go, oh, that was cool. And then have him say a cool line or something. Interact with someone. Do something. Make me laugh.
So, Gunko appears.
The God's Knights are finally doing things.
The coat gets shorter.
True. So it's made out of the thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she's like, it's shorter because she's making it on the spot. And she's like teleporting, I guess.
Yeah. Oda, this is getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe. I hope the joke is true.
I hope she's a fan of Brook. I hope that we get this like really cool introduction to this character. Shows up all foreboding and awesome and threatening and cool. Oh, so not all the children were in school. This seems like a lively bunch. And then looks at Brook and loses her mind.
I think that's where we're going, because she has the little question mark exclamation point at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So then she blushes, which she's done before, and then the panties come off and they end up on Brooke's face.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I think that's a little bit much, even for Oda.
Oh. I apologize to everyone.
But I hope the joke is real. I hope that this woman is a fan of this man.
Yes. Well, now here's the funny part. Is that enough to make her quit the God's Knights?
No.
No.
No. Are you kidding me? She has an opportunity to take Brooke home as her own personal musician servant?
Big Mom Part 2, baby!
Exactly!
Let's go.
A God's Knight isn't going to be, I'm such a big fan of you, let me join your side. A God's Knight is going to go, I'm such a big fan of you, you're mine now.
You are mine now. I'm going to take you home, and you will be with me forever and ever.
I'm gonna put you in a sea stone cage, and you're going to play funny songs for me. You are not this crew's musician. You are my musician.
Bone Man. Can I just say that it's so funny that the mummy likes the skeleton?
Mondo, cool.
I love that a lot. But yeah, you're mine now, Bone Man. Then we have the Brooke rescue arc, in which we talk about the entire history of Brooke that I've been waiting on for a decade.
Yeah, we're not gonna get the Loki flashback or the Scopper flashback. It's the Brooke convent arc.
Yes.
It will take 50 chapters, and I 50. Will cry.
All the time. But yeah, good set of chapters. Jinbei is annoying, but sometimes good.
Mm-hmm.
When he's chosen to be written correctly.
Let me just look at Jinbei again. My man, my king. That should do it.
That should do it. Did I make it in time?
Oh, Lord. Could you imagine if he didn't? If he made it just in time for one kid to get killed? Oops!
Jinbei. Laugh track.
Or it plays Curb Your Enthusiasm, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I make it in time and it just goes back to a pile of ashes still marching?
Oh no!
Bum, bum, bum. Oh my goodness.
I recently watched that one Seinfeld episode when they go to the soup guy and all the soups look delicious. Anyway, yeah, good chapter.
Incredible chapters. I love this arc.
I love Loki.
I love the God's Knights. I love One Piece. I love One Piece.
One Piece is back, baby.
We are so back. It's unreal.
Now all we need is for the God's Knights to kidnap young Sheldon Vegapunk. Get him out of here. I want Lilith to be on her own, please.
Lilith and Kuma against young Sheldon and York.
Yes. And now, oh, you know what'd be good about that? Now York is the head scientist, and young Sheldon has to listen to her.
Mm-hmm. We've already proven that York is good with kids.
Yeah, now we have well, I mean, he'll be like a 20-year-old man, but still, she'll technically be more experienced than him because she is the 60-something-year-old version of him. Well, he is still stuck in his 20s or 40s or whatever. So she would know more than him. So she then would be the lead scientist. So then he would have to listen to her because she knows more. Fascinating.
I love how Loki is a crybaby too.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that. He's a spoiled brat too. I'm not supposed to eat lying down. Where? Cross with Luffy actually torturing this man.
That's so good.
Spilling hot coffee directly on his face. When this is animated, it is going to be gut busting.
Yes. And then all the edgy power skills be like, man, that's why I don't like One Piece. It's too goofy.
Oh my god. I can't believe they ruined Loki.
He was supposed to be my chemical romance crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal.
I still need. I have a great thirst, brother. Ooh. A great need to know what happened with Lola.
I bet it's the eyes.
I hope they're tiny.
Itty bitty.
So it is still possible that he does have a third eye, especially if his eyes are tiny, and that's how we could see through the bandage.
That's possible.
It's possible. I don't know. I like him.
There has to. I like him a lot. There has to be something going down. But I anticipate something to happen. That's coming up this week. So this coming week rather. So I'm excited.
Coming up this week, the big one, the movie.
Oh no, I mean the chapter.
Oh, the next chapter. Yeah, the next chapter is going to be awesome. If we get back to whatever this is, like Loki didn't really leave anything off other than like I was born in the wrong era.
Right.
He didn't really leave off like, here's what's going to happen next. So anything could happen next with this guy.
Yeah.
So sky's the limit, I suppose.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. But that's just about everything that I've got to say.
Me as well. Yeah, I have high hopes for Loki.
Indeed. I love this character. I love this boy. He is incredible. He is the man. I do love my son, and I hope nothing ever happens to him.
Nothing at all.
And I also hope he is still tortured and destroyed by Monkey D. Luffy. Also hope
Monkey D. Luffy. And then after he's shown to be a cool guy, Luffy says, "Join my grand fleet, Lola."
And
Loki.
And it'd be ho 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 ho. Except it's not going to be Luffy telling him to join the Grand Fleet. It's going to be Hajrutin with a hand extended, like Riku in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yes. Follow me. Be the co-captain with me, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then Loki sheds a tear and he says, of course.
Because it's not up to Luffy to invite people to the Grand Fleet. He doesn't want a Grand Fleet.
Right, true. It's up to others to impose themselves onto Luffy.
Of course. So and with then, that... Oh, you first.
No, then I said when he just joins and then Gerd is still not pleased with the developments. So everyone's happy but her.
Gerd is absolutely miffed that she has to share a crew with Loki and Road. Both of these creeps. Big yikes. But with that.
And with that.
Well, I don't know. You have anything else to say? My apologies. I keep cutting you off.
No. I actually apologize. I'm cutting you off. But you go on.
I'm about to end the stream, so if you have more to say, then we keep saying.
No, we're done, bro.
All right. But with that, if you get yourself on the YouTube, get yourself on the TikTok. If you're on the Twitch.tv right now, brother, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Subscribe to Polypede Works and the Rose Skull podcast. For the love of God, we have how many hours of incredible, delectable, dissectable One Piece content to get you through every single ounce of life that you could possibly want.
And more each and every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're into arcade history and high score stuff, check out the TikTok for Pinball PA. That was a very cool video I watched recently about Spy Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy got the high score. Very cool. 1.4 million, was it?
1.2 he made.
1.2.
1.4 is like the official highest score.
Ah.
He almost broke the highest score ever for almost 50-year-old game.
That's cool.
So gotta love it. Really cool stuff happening at Pinball PA. Always appreciate it.
And then check out Reddit Sephiroth. There's content there as well. A lot of it about Final Fantasy 14.
Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy. It's really just a place for me to regurgitate thoughts outside of the One Piece stuff here.
Fair.
So if you're a fan of me as a personality, give it a look, give it a listen, give it a subscribe. Go nuts, brother.
Yes, please subscribe. He is very good. Very good at what he does. And what he does is very cool. But with that being said, I'm out of practice. The bar is open, boys.
Don't be dodgy.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Uh-oh. Where's end stream? There it is. Hey!